Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve our fourth problem from Blind 75 sheet. This is a very simple question. Name of the question is 2sum. So in this we have been given an array of integers and an integer target. Suppose in this case it is 7 and the given array is this. So we need to return the indices I and j such that nums of I plus nums of j, that is two values inside this array, will sum up to the target. So we need to return I and j, and the condition is that I should not be equal to j. So we need to return two indices such that nums of I plus nums of j is equal to 7 and I is not equal to j. I should not be equal to j. So there can obviously be two solutions for this problem as well. The first that we all can think of is that we can go and iterate through the whole array twice. I mean, once we can take 3 and then we can traverse the whole array. Then we can take value 4 and then traverse the whole array to find if it makes a sum equal to 7 or not, and then return the value. But if we iterate the whole array for every element, in that case our time complexity will become big O of n square. Okay, if we bring it down, we can, if we see an optimized solution, we can bring it down to big O of n time complexity and big O of n space complexity. Now can you think of a data structure that can help us in solving this problem? You can pause and take a minute to think about it. So since we need to find the sum, we can go ahead and use a map. For this case, map will be beneficial. What we can do is we can take the value and their indices stored in the hash map, and then what we can do is we can subtract the target from the element. Suppose we are going to check, if we look at the our dry run kind of code, we are going to see that, see what we do, we'll take a map and we will check that if map contains 7 minus 3, that is target minus nums of I. We are going to check this for all the cases. Okay, so in the first case we will see the value will be 7 minus 3 equal to 4. Does map contains 4 as of now? Because this is the first iteration, no, map is empty for now. So what we are going to do, we are going to insert this value inside the map as 3 comma 0. Okay, now map has 3 comma 0 as its value. Then we will move to the second element, I mean first index. Now at first index, map will say that does map contains 7 minus 4, that is equal to 3. So we are going to check and see that yes, map does contains a value 3. And then what we'll do, we'll create an array answer, suppose of size 2. Its size should be 2. We have created an array and we will fit both the index. Okay, so we will do map dot get I. We are going to insert this value, that is in this case will be first index, and other index will be target minus nums of I. That will give us map dot get 3. So map dot get 3, so this will give us map dot get 3. That will return to us the index of 0. We can insert this both the values, answer of 0 we can insert this here, and in answer of 1 we can insert index I, and then can return answer itself, because the return type is an array. So in this case, as I said, time complexity and space complexity both will become big O of n. Now I'll show you the code.
So let us start with the code now. So we will be creating an array of size 2 actually. This I mistakenly wrote n. The size of the array should be 2 because we just need to return the indices of that value of those two values that sum up to target. So we are taking n. N will be the length of the given array to us. Now let us create a hash map of data type integer. Both the integer, we will be storing the number and their indices. That's why we are creating a hash map of data type integer. Now what we'll do, we will loop through the map. To loop through the map, we'll loop through the array. To loop through the array, we are going to loop from 0 to n, and then we will check that if map contains that number or not. I mean target minus number or not. So if you check the array given to us in the input, suppose it is 3, 4, 5, 6. For first case, it is checking that if 3 uh, 4, the target is 7, that is 7 minus 3, 4 exists in the map or not. So for now this doesn't exist in the map, but let's see what will happen. So this condition will not fall in if for first case, it will fall in a second, like in the else block that I'll be writing soon. But this is the case that I'm writing where we got the value inside the map. Suppose we move to index 1 and now map is checking that if map contains target is 7 minus nums of 1, that is 4. So we are checking that if map contains 3 or not. In this case, 3 will already be present in the map because we have already looped through the first index of the array. So once we find that out, we will store both the indices in the answer. So how are we going to store the indices in answer of 0? We are going to do a map.get target minus nums. I mean, we are going to find the indices. Map.get will get us the index of target minus nums, that is 7 minus 4, 3. What is the index of value 3 in the array number? So that it will return, and we'll be storing that. And in the second array, we are going to simply store the index I. I mean, in second place of answer, we are simply going to store I. And this is the else block I am talking about. In the first case, when we are I at I equal to 0, we are going to fall here. So map that didn't contain, at that time, map didn't contain 7 minus 3, that is 4. So what we are going to do, we are going to store that index, that is map dot put 3 comma the index itself. So what did we store in the map in when I was equal to 0? 3 comma 0. Then we will return the answer. So now let's see if it returns or not. So we have encountered a failure in the creation of HashMap. Seems I missed the keyword new. Please let me know in the comments what is the use of new. What does new actually does? Okay, another I think I missed. It's map dot contains key, not map dot contains. So now a return statement I missed. Okay, so I didn't notice these two brackets. I thought this was the last bracket. So let me just cut it. Yeah, we have returned answer now, and now it should work. See, we have passed both the test cases. Now let's submit the code. Okay, so the submission was successful. The time complexity and space complexity for this code will be big O of n and big O of n because we're using a hash map, so we are using extra space. And time complexity will be n because we are iterating through each of the element only once. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe it. And if I need to improve something, please let me know.